Hey guys, this is side B of the Buckle Up with Raj Kotecha. If you haven't checked out side A, then click somewhere around here or the link in the description. If you're here for side B, then let's go. Okay, so listen, tell me about the podcast.
Yeah.
What is it about podcast that attracts you? Why? Like what? Because you're involved in podcasts. You have two podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
That you're in.
Two that I'm in. Yeah.
That you're in. OPP and
Raj Kotecha. That's
Raj
a great
Kotecha.
question. Yeah.
That you're involved, but you love doing podcasts.
Yeah.
Why? What is it about podcasts that attracts you?
The big arbitrage with podcasts is that honestly, I'm lazy.
Meaning?
And well,
you're lazy.
I'm lazy in the sense that I'm kind of lazy / time short. So if I have a conversation on my podcast with the former CEO of Emirates Hospitality, Olivier Harniche,
okay,
I gain knowledge from him, which I then don't want to have to repeat 90 times to 90 different people. So when I've learned something from him, I put it in the podcast. That's my archive. And when someone says, oh, I'm trying to figure this out about hospitality or whatever, I say, check out this episode of the podcast. People always saying to me,
okay,
what podcast should I listen to?
Yes.
I say, go and listen to season 1 or 2 of OPP with myself and Fatman Scoop. Not only will you actually get a recommendation of a podcast to listen to, but for 20 minutes, Scoop and I will break down the parts of the podcast that we think are interesting and interpret them from the point of view of a business guy
do you,
and a 2 times Grammy Award winning artist, which is him.
Do you critique them?
Yeah, in detail, yeah.
Like,
we break them down line for line. It's like an album review of a podcast.
For a podcast.
Yeah.
How did this thing with the Fatman Scoop come around? Like, was it like, how'd you meet?
Fatman Scoop and I met one time in the studio.
Yeah.
DJ Friction was going to get drops from him, funnily
Shout
enough.
out to DJ Friction.
And then we got there, and my homeboy Charlie Sloth was there.
What?
I had my camera with me. Yeah, Charlie's from around the way. He's a global megastar now, but like he's a round the way hustler. Like he really has put work in. So we get there. Something happened with my camera. The microphone wasn't working. So we did the interview. This interview is still on the internet right now. And Charlie so amazingly let me use either his camera or his microphone or both.
Okay.
And we did the interview, and then jump forward 7 or 8 years. We're here in Dubai at the JW Marriott Marquis, and I was there for an award show or something, and I think he was a host at the award show. So I walked past him, sat on a chair. I'm like, yo, Scoop, what's good? DJ Rise Love Soul from Love Soul TV. And he's like, yeah, man, long time, bang, bang, we get to talking. And then he did the most important thing that any artist can do with me in today's world.
Okay.
Which is, he goes, what's up with you? How's business? Now, there's a couple of guys, like when I talk to rappers, and I still talk to a lot of celebrities, like, you know, it's like, how are you? How's things?
Yeah.
How's the album? How's the family?
Yeah.
That's it. When they ask me, what's up with you? How's business?
They're interested.
I know that they're in biz dev mode. So then I was like, we had a quick chat, and I said, listen, we'll pick up in a little bit. We exchanged numbers, and then I said to him, look, we got to talking. He was like, I said to him, this is where I think the market's going. He told me what his roadmap was and where he's going. We just stayed friends for about a year or so. I came up with OPP for myself and my cousin Vikash to do. Vikash was like busy, had a baby, moved here to Abu Dhabi, a couple of other bits and pieces. So I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And I was like, how interesting would it be if all of the stuff that I'm sharing with Fatman Scoop about podcasts, because now I'm kind of like casually consulting the guy. I'm like, what if we recorded these conversations and we made that OPP, Other People's Podcasts? Plus he's a hip hop guy, and OPP is a very famous abbreviation.
Yeah.
So that's how it came about. And he's actually a really good mate. Like, and he's such a nice, humble, generous dude, fellow. Very much so. Yeah. Totally approachable.
Yeah. Raj, what does hustler mean to you? There's a lot of people using it right now, and I think it's becoming one of those words that are overused, in my opinion. Like the word epic. It's also overused, in my opinion. Like anyone, like, yo, epic, and you go. Yeah. So hustler for you as Raj, somebody who's been giving away flyers, rejected by McDonald's 3 times for I don't know what reason. You take a problem, you find a solution. You're hustling, you know.
I think for me, if I was to describe it in the context of how I've used the word for an extended period of time, is that somebody who can see opportunities that maybe other people can't see, or can and not able to capitalize on, and are able to capitalize on those opportunities with really the least amount of resources. What they call kind of beg, borrow, and steal.
So what's the difference between that and visionary, for example, or?
I mean, you can be a visionary and let somebody else execute.
So a hustler is someone who sees and execute.
I would say so, yeah. Like a hustler is somebody who is actively involved in the execution. Like for me, when I came to Dubai, I saw all this opportunity. And for those of you who are maybe listening in audio form right now, we are driving up Sheikh Zayed Road into the downtown area. There's the Museum of the Future on the left. There is beautiful skyscrapers and towers on both the left and the right. And it's like I came here and I was like, okay, I need to hustle this city. Like I need to get something here. You about to turn it around?
I wanted to turn it around, but I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know if that we'll see. But yeah.
Maybe let me do it with this one.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That's what we're looking at right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's I came to this city and I was like, okay, I need to hustle here. And the way that I did that was by. Did I ruin it? What happened?
It's all good.
Just
Angle it which way?
That happens in Buckle Up. We're just shifting the cameras.
Like on its axis, not.
On its axis,
No,
this way.
Sorry. Yeah, that's good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We're good. But yeah, I mean, amazing.
As a content producer, I just disrespected another content producer.
No, it's all good.
He's gonna have one of those dolls tonight where he's gonna be putting needles in it with me. Yeah, so like it's.
I hear you.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So when I came here, I was like, okay, what do I need to do? So I put myself in positions where essentially I was working for free, and got an ear to the game. Spent a year or 2 years figuring that out, and then once I found a position for myself, I just started drilling.
You've been very vocal about Dubai, man. I've seen you. I've heard you speak about
very
it.
pro Dubai.
Very. And you're obviously US, UK, Canada. Now, I'm not going to ask you why Dubai. I can see why, but what is it about Dubai? Like, what is? Obviously, there's a lot of. I think Dubai is going to become like really the capital of the music, fashion. I think.
What, globally?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about globally.
Okay.
Because I just came back from New York and London, and I felt like that plane ticket to get there was closer to a plane ticket to the future than another geographic location. It felt like I'd flown to the future.
Wow.
So from that perspective, I feel like the crown will sit somewhere between those two cities for the foreseeable future. But what is it about Dubai?
Yeah.
Dubai is a let's go market. Like it's like, okay, Dubai understands that there's lots of things that it wants that other cities have, and Dubai is prepared to do whatever it takes to get them, and in the shortest period of time. I don't know of any city in the world that has pulled off what Dubai's pulled off in 49 years.
Yeah.
And so there is that incredible growth. There is hustle DNA in Dubai. They are prepared to work hard to catch up with other cities, or at least be able to offer the citizens of the Middle East and Asia the same things that the West has been offering Europe and the Americas for a long time. See, what you got to remember is, and this is something wild, right? Like a lot of my friends back home that maybe haven't been here or haven't spent any time here always say stuff like, well, Dubai just copies stuff. You got Hilton here, you got Cipriani over here, you got there's nothing authentic here, there's nothing cultural here. And I'm like, well, you live in a country that doesn't allow Nepalese and Sri Lankan people and Indian people and Pakistani people and Arabs just to show up unannounced without a visa and a DNA check and all the other stuff. Dubai's like, come on in. So if you don't get a chance to go to a theme park in Florida, you can come over here to Dubai and go to IMG World.
Yeah.
If you can't go to a water park in, somewhere in the States, you can just fly over here from Mumbai or Kerala or Karachi or any of these places in the world and come and live that life here. They're not doing it to, like, Dubai's not doing it to copy other people. They're offering the same thing that other human beings are offered in the world, but to other human beings.
Yeah, I hear you. There's a certain, I think, stigma about Dubai. Like for me as a Saudi, I've always seen Dubai as a bubble. Like, you don't know when it's gonna burst. You don't know if this is, like Jeddah, for example, my hometown, is we're very slow. Kind of miss that slowness. Like it's very, like over here, it's like really fast comparing to Jeddah, you know? And sometimes people, I feel it's lost. The authenticity of Dubai, and again, I'm becoming more in peace at that.
Yeah.
It's lost with everything that they're trying to do. What is it? What is Dubai? Like, what is it? Because
but
10 minutes later, like, you go to another emirate and you go like, that's like way, there's a...
But here's the thing. If Dubai's reality was anything other than what we see right now, then it would be that.
Yes.
Dubai's reality is this. It's a metro that's just whizzed past us with no human being driving it. Because that's the reality that Dubai built for itself. We are being romantic about Dubai's authenticness. Dubai's authentic Dubai is the actual Dubai that we're sat in right now. It can't be anything else.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dubai wants a mall over here. And then, like, you know, right behind this mall, there's a children's museum called Oli Oli. Have you been there?
No.
Okay, I'm going to hook that up for your son, right?
Oh, okay.
It's incredible.
Ali?
Oli Oli.
Okay.
O-L-I,
Oli.
O-L-I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, eight massive spaces where your child can play with, like, air pressure, water, light, music, sound, all these different things. It's a children's museum. It's phenomenal.
Nice.
So you've got that. You've got all these things that are just phenomenal. And Dubai doesn't even... There's nobody in Dubai in the powers that be that say that Dubai wants to be anything other than it is.
Yeah.
It's the people that are like, oh, it's lost. All right, cool. You want to go and have like a 1 dirham karak chai or whatever it's called? There's still half a dozen neighborhoods in Dubai where you can go and experience that.
Yeah, that's still there.
But guess what? That gets pretty boring pretty quick.
Okay. And
Like-
I hear you.
Like, okay. I mean, if it doesn't, go do it for 45 days non-stop and see how you get along.
Yeah, I hear you. No, but it's amazing that you're here and you know, like you wanna look. A lot of people look up to you, Raj. Like I've seen people talk about you, and the way they're talking about you was a bit different than your typical, I don't know, like what motivational speaker kind of. You know, for me, it's more like on a more human level. I think that you resonate, if that makes any sense to you. Like you resonate to the people who think that they. Come on, man. Like we all know, like, okay, stand up to what you believe in, have power, have positivity. You somehow were able to crack that and find a hole so you can reach that person inside.
Because I'm way more practical. There are people putting up memes all over the city. I'm way more practical. I'm like, go on squarespace.com, make a site that's going to be free for 2 weeks, find somebody who wants to buy that site, like find a small business here in the UAE. We're literally about to drive past one, okay? There's a place to our left here which is called The Fusion One, or The One Fusion, okay?
Yeah.
We don't know what their website's like right now. I can pull out my phone and be like, The One Fusion, Sheikh Zayed Road. Their website might suck, or it might not work on mobile. I go to squarespace.com, I grab all of the text from their existing website, all of their pictures, put it on squarespace.com. I've then got 14 days to persuade them to give me 1,500 dirhams for that website. When they give me 1,500 dirhams, I then give 500 dirhams to Squarespace because that's how much it costs to make the site live, and now I've made 1,000 dirhams. They're happy, and then maybe they might pay me 500 dirhams a month to maintain it, as well as maybe their Instagram. Now, you've made 6,000 dirhams on monthly fees and 1,000 up front. There's 7,000 dirhams that I could make by the time you pull over this car, assuming that everything lines up. But here's the thing. If it doesn't work out for the One Fusion or whatever they're called, it works out for what we're looking at here, Al Nabuba Automobiles LLC.
Yeah, that's
and if
like
it doesn't work for them, then it works for Dubai Holding. And if it doesn't work for them, it works for Dal Al Bur Society. I'm just spitting out things that we're walking down this road.
Yeah.
You know, there's Al Shaya Enterprises.
That's one of the biggest ever. I'm sure they have a website.
Listen, I reckon I could break them. I reckon I could get some money with them.
Man, this is great.
It's that simple. Like, the reason why I resonate with people is because people sell the motivation here and not the substance. I'm like, go get money. When you listen to me, if you get motivated, that's a byproduct.
What's the main?
The main product is the burger, which is go get money, go be successful, go look after your family, go buy sneakers, go give your money away to charity, do whatever you want to do, but do that. And if you feel hyped after hearing me talk, more power to you, but that's not the game I'm in.
Talk about charity, Raj, and again, I'm thanking you for your time, really. I don't know, we've been driving for
I told you, no, listen, when the team told me,
I don't know.
In my mind, because I like hanging out with you as a person,
my man,
I was like, it's not going to be like a 45-minute
I really thought
typical
that.
thing.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So listen, just quick, talking about charity for you. I know you do a lot of work like that, but I feel it's not, and big up to you on that, it's not really publicized, like bigged up a lot. And I salute you for that, because I think you're doing charity work. It's between you and, but tell us about some of the work that you're involved in and that you can shed light on.
Honestly, not enough, man.
Okay.
Not enough. I think that for me, like, charity, doing stuff for other people is probably a more broader category for me. So when I meet a young person that's talented, they'll get an internship with me, a 1-month internship. After 1 month of working for me for free, they can write their own job description. If we both believe that that's an accurate job description for the value that they're able to bring after 30 days in my business, they get a job. that to me is as much charity as it is to take a bunch of kids from a lesser fortunate place and give them a lovely day experience with food and you know, buying them pizza and stuff like that. They're both kind of the same. My whole thing is, bro, and this is real, I've had it so good. Even though I came from a kind of a tricky place, I still didn't have it as bad as people that are in third world countries. So I've had it pretty good. I think the charity I'm trying to work towards now, Has, real talk, is the lack of wealth that people have in their brains. The number one thing I have, rich-wise, and it's definitely not money, is I'm mentally strong and rich. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give people that. I know that if you wake up feeling a little bit the way I feel when I wake up in the morning, everything else is going to fall into place. Career, relationships, money, progress, your health, everything's going to fall into place if you had a little bit of my mindset. That's probably where I do more, like in I think in Hindi, and I don't speak Hindi, but I think we have a word in our language, or Gujarati or something, called sewa, which just means like charity or doing stuff for people.
Sewa.
That's how I give it up for people. Like, what's your situation? You need a job? Okay, come work in my company. Here's a laptop, here's a computer, make as many mistakes as you want. And I've seen 15 years later that young guy or girl turn around and be like, yo bro, if you didn't put that Apple MacBook in my hand, I would have not known. If you didn't let me carry your records, or if you didn't show me how to like convert a 8mm tape into an MP4 file, I wouldn't know how to now do this and this. I wouldn't now be on tour in LA with a popular DJ making content with them. So that's how I do it. Because I'm trying to rebalance my karma and my life before I go. Because I've had it so good, I can't be around people that have less than I do without being like, come on bro, you need 15 minutes, I'll just work you through this. Like, let's have a quick conversation, or you want someone to buy you a sandwich, or what do you need? Like,
there's an old saying, Bedouin saying, in Arabic, it translates to a person without an impact has no life. I think that's very powerful. I'm not sure if you're familiar with calligraphy artist El Cid. He's one of my favorite. The Tunisian calligraphy artist. He was in Jeddah, my hometown, and this is what he wrote, and it's very powerful. So I really live by that. I think that whether you impact one person or whether you impact like millions, your real job on this earth to impact souls. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got it good. Is the microphone died?
Oh no! I was just gonna ask him to like pass by the coffee shop or something.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I agree. Fundamentally, I agree. I think that, you know, there is a high that you get from giving to people.
Yes.
That is hard to replicate with any drink, meal, holiday experience, boomerang that you can make on Instagram. There's nothing. That when you genuinely feel that offline connection of someone looking at you being like, yo man, like, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, like, it could be nothing. It can just be, for me.
Do you get scared?
Never. The majority of charity work I do in a day is smiling.
You don't get scared?
Of what?
Not like life doesn't scare you at all?
No, man. Not at all.
At all?
Life should be scared of me. Like what I'm trying to do out here. I'm not scared about life or death.
But how were you able, like what? Wow, okay. How did you shape up to be that person? Like all that stuff, you know, everything in your life shaped you who you are. But not everybody has the same experience as you.
Because I basically racked up my kind of like life profit and loss very early. So by the time I was 18, I was all right. I was out and about. It was raining. It was snowing. I was out selling tickets and flyering and doing all that. That was already, and I was living in my dorm room at university. That was already better than sleeping in the living room above my dad's shop. So now I'm quote unquote in profit. Now I'm just playing with house money. If it's August 1998 and I'm sleeping above my dad's shop as an 18-year-old boy turning into a man, and then 1 month later I'm in university having the time of my life and being out and about, selling tickets, flyering, knocking on doors, saying, would you like to come to this party, making friends with people, I'm already up. I'm already in profit at that point. So around that time, I was like, oh, this is great. Then the following year, you're up again. The following year, you're up again. So I kind of like, I put a line in the sand very early, which is like, okay, I've come up. Now everything after that's just a bonus. Bro, look at us right now. We are driving around in a beautiful car with
Bless.
tens of thousands of dirhams of technology around us, right? Not the car, forget the car itself. 3 cameras, battery packs, a Zoom H6 in the back, thousands of dirhams of cell phones in our pockets, lenses, right? Nice watches, chains, like what?
Chains.
What? And I'm talking about just the superficial stuff.
I hear
Never
you.
mind that thank God, when we pull up at the coffee shop right now, no one's even worried about the price of coffee or food. So if you're already there, what the fuck have you got to complain about? We are the elite. We're the 1%.
What's one thing you learned from Gary? Like, what's one thing that you can say that learned from Gary?
What did I learn from Gary? Bro, I would say, after my grandfather and my dad, Gary is the biggest source of information for me. It's difficult to even do one thing, to even say one thing. I would say,
I know, like
I don't even know. Like, I feel like I think I learned from him that always constantly like playing the half full game, glass half full game.
Okay.
That's good for everything. That's good for you, your soul, the people you interact with. That's what I've seen, because I've never seen Gary be phased or be an asshole or anything like that. I've just always seen him in a positive light, and I've seen him do things for people that are not on camera. I've seen him working when he's not on the Gary Vee show in his office.
You've seen that.
It's all a million, like the YouTube shows that Gary puts out don't do him justice. There's not one video that I've ever seen of his, and I've seen hundreds of his videos, that come close to what I saw a few weeks ago when me and D-Rock were like jamming, and I could see Gary about 20 meters away in the office where he shoots the Ask Gary Vee show, not making content, working at a pace that I've never seen on any human being. And when we first became friends 10 years ago, the kind of generosity that I saw with him before he was like, this is when we'd go to like the Crush It book launch for book 1. We'd do our thing, we'd make a video. I was like D-Rocking before D-Rock, like making like a little vlog and doing an interview with him. And then we just go and have like Mexican food. And he walks down the street and no one said anything to him. I've been around Russell when Russell was like that.
Russell Peter, yeah.
Like, it's just, it's crazy, man. He's a really good
But
dude.
that's a
Like,
blessing. Yeah, go ahead.
with Indians, we have something in our house called a mandir. And if you go to an Indian's house, they'll have like just a little thing. It could be like a cupboard, it could be a dedicated room where you'll have like, Krishna, Ganesh, all of the Hindu deities. And then you might have like your grandparents or your great grandparents or anything you've got a picture of, you'll keep in that shrine to be like, this is a sacred shrine. For me, I would keep a picture of him in there.
Wow.
For real. Because I believe he's had that much of a positive impact. Never mind the fact that there are now 6 people or 7 on my payroll that are all making money off the business that I'm building, which is based on his philosophy towards business. Never mind all of the times that I found myself in negotiations and I've done something that he's taught me, and then that negotiation has led to money in my pocket.
Wow.
Which has led to a house and a car, and you know what I mean? Like,
That's a blessing.
it's like the guy just generously gives away. I actually believe that the guy, and I don't know what the actual definition of a prophet is, and I know it's a sensitive word in this part of the world, but I believe that if a prophet is somebody who prophesizes the future and tells you how to live your life according to that future and doesn't ask for anything in return. So this is how I view a prophet: 3 things. Somebody who can see the future, somebody who tells you how to live your life to get the most from that future, and somebody who doesn't ask for anything in return. And I'm sure there are many prophets that fit under those 3 categories. That's what he is.
Wow. Gary Vee.
Yeah, man.
Man, on that note, let's take a quick break and then we'll be back, yeah?
All right, let's do
How
it.
about that?
Yeah. I'm having so much fun.
Yo, what's your favorite song? We're back and buckle up after getting Azarel some karak. What's your favorite song?
So many favorite songs. I
Give
would
me
probably
one.
say
What do you think
probably,
of What do you
probably
think
What's
of Guru?
Next by Warren G.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite songs.
Who's the most underrated MC?
Of all time?
Yes. Love that one.
I actually think that KRS is the most underrated MC because
Wow.
I feel like still to this day he should be part of every single conversation. Because he's thoroughbred. He's a 100% true blue MC.
Yeah.
So I think that if you're going to discuss the greatest of all times, you just got to understand that any of those people would not like to be in a room with KRS once. Like I know for a fact from people being around KRS and people being at like Rockefeller that KRS would walk up in Rockefeller and be like, "Who's just been signed? Who wants to go?" Like, and everyone would be like, "Nah, I'm alright, thanks. I don't want to battle with you." He's like, "We're here to battle."
Black. What do you think of Black Thought?
Phenomenal.
I think he is.
I think what I like about Black Thought is, and I think he's very late to the game in this.
Yeah.
I wish we'd had. It's basically the rest of the world is now talking about Black Thought since the Flex freestyle from last year.
Since that freestyle.
I feel like Black Thought should have done more of that. But then what I also understand is that I've been going to Black Thought shows since 2001, and there was also something quite sacred about the Roots because for the most part the only way you could consume the Roots was either through the albums or live shows. That was it.
Yeah, true.
They didn't have a million videos. They weren't part of the kind of like internet era.
Yeah.
So there's something quite. So actually, when Black Thought did become like a everyman conversation about one of the greatest MCs.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like, oh, finally people are saying it, because even Thought on Big Pun's album.
Yeah.
Like Big Pun is no one to play around with.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, bro. Like, and I think Black Thought is definitely one of my favorite. Guru as well. I think he's.
Well, I told you I met him, right? I met him twice. We had this conversation. I met him in the Premiere era, and I met him in the Solar era. And he signed the cap for me. He's a great, really nice fella.
Right. I remember now. You told me about Guru
in Manchester. Yeah.
Yo, wait, man. Guru. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's good. The second time I met him, was like, because no one, there was no internet as such.
Yeah.
So like, I said to him, I was like, yo, where's Premiere? And he was like, why? He was like, did you not enjoy the show as much? I said, no, I did, but I just didn't understand why he's not around.
He said that?
Yeah. And because I didn't want to disrespect. I was like, I remember a year or two earlier, I saw Guru in Premiere. So then, and Premiere, when he comes on, he has the mask, he does the turntables. It was back in the vinyl days. And then I was like, no, I did. I just was expecting Premiere. Like, it's not unnormal to be like, where's your DJ?
Yeah.
And he was like, why? Did you not enjoy it? And I was like, no, I did. I enjoyed it, but I was just wondering. He goes, no, he's not on this tour or something like that. And we found out later that they'd kind of gone their separate ways. Maybe allegedly he was dealing with some vices as well in his life. Guru was, and then things started to go a bit south for him. So yeah, no, but like lovely fella. Premiere too. Like, I mean, I'm talking about meeting them after a show when they're signing merch. It's not as if we went for dinner or anything like that.
You know what's amazing about having this conversation with you is that it gives me everybody I meet and see. I always learn something from them, and from you, it gave me I wouldn't say hope, but it gave me a chance to see. You know what? You can monetize from things that you love. And I love, for example, hip hop and culture and radio. Yeah. But I was never able to monetize from it. Like personally, I never made money out of like nothing. It's like I made some money, but it's not.
Where did you make the money?
I work in sales, and right now I'm working in radio. So it took a while. I worked in media sales for like 17 years of my life.
Okay, so me too. But why can
I couldn't monetize at that point.
You consult for Soul DXB as well, right?
I mean, shout out to Soul. No, I mean, we speak. We don't Okay,
you're not like one of their official like paid consultants.
No, not really. No, okay. But I big up to them. Like, we talk.
So what would it take for you to now, next time there's an Adidas event or whatever, for you to sit down with your contacts there and be like, hey, listen, can we go for dinner? Can we just talk about your 18-month pipeline and what you're doing? I'm just looking to get involved in something.
Look, I'll be very honest with you. I'm not that business mind at all. Like, I'll be very honest with you. Like, my mind doesn't think business, and it thinks culture. And that's why one of the things I learned from you is, you know what? You can actually, bro, man, I've done also a lot of things in my life, but it's not, like when I interviewed Kool Herc, it was his first and only interview with any Arab outlet. People didn't know, like, the biggest rapper in Arabia, who I will not name, messaged me and said, yo, who's that old guy you're interviewing on the phone?
Right. No, but here's my question. You're saying I've not monetized.
Yeah.
So is it fair to assume that if you did monetize, not much, like 3, 5, 10,000 dirhams, that you'd receive that money happily?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, 100%.
So then just take the exact thing. Like I said, I think the reason why I cut through more than a lot of my contemporaries is that I'm just very practical, which is like, call up Adidas, and you've probably got contacts everywhere, and just call them together and be like, hey guys, you know me and my credentials. I'm not a slick dude here who's gonna like do you wrong.
Yeah.
My name's all over the internet. I'm an easy guy to find. I'd just like to know, in confidence, what's your pipeline for the next 12 months, or what you're working on pre-expo, and they'll tell you, and then go, cool. Let me go away and think about it. And if you can actually enhance the quality of what they're able to do, or reduce the price of what they're able to do, then you do it.
Then you make it.
Like this massive Adidas billboard.
Yeah.
Why,
we go.
Yeah. Why 4 months before this shows up on this road when they're still booking the media?
Yeah.
Are you
this was the pattern we were involved in.
Right.
Talking about this shoe.
Right.
Oswego, how it is 90s. Obviously, they remade it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I hear everything you're saying. I just feel like, okay, let me put a little bit of context. People I look up to, Sway, Ibru, right? Especially, for example, with Sway, how he started, where he is right now, right? And I know you've met
him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Really nice lad,
Yeah, and like how he shaped his career was incredible. And I'm just saying, not trying is not even the word. I was somehow the person in the Middle East, especially Arab rap, that was trying to do that. Now, when I met Stretcher and Bobito, especially with Bobito, they told me that they also received a lot of support from the artists to big them up in a way. You know, so over here with the age that we live in right now, that's why I was telling Azarel before we meet you, I miss the 90, I miss that authenticity, I miss the genuine. Right now, really, it's just I don't know, it's like, oh, thank you for pushing my song on the internet. Right now, I blow up, I see you later. I don't need you anymore to, you know, because man, look, it's simple right now. I can slide into your DMs. Let's book a show. I don't manage all the artists in Dubai. Like, you know, I don't have.
Would artists give you a verse?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the equivalent of a DJ Khaled album?
Yeah,
by you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is right.
No. We need the answer, which is where is it?
Yeah, I did ciphers, not albums.
Okay, I get it. Where is it?
No, the ciphers are out. Three ciphers are out.
Not the ciphers.
Albums,
where is Big Hass Presents?
Yeah.
The Best of Dubai, Volume 1.
Yeah.
Or the Best of the Middle East. Dubai. Big Hass Presents Beast of the Middle East, Part 1.
Yeah.
Featuring Freak, Menon, and all the other rappers that, you know, the handful of rappers that I know, plus the 9,700 rappers that you know. Where is it?
Yeah, true. I don't know.
Jack beats the way that the rappers did. You missed the 90s? Go and create the 90s. It's not hard to look at the 90s and reverse engineer what happened. It's just not. You got 3 cameras right here, a H6. In that H6, you can plug in your phone and play beats. You can also plug in an XLR microphone with an SM58, give it to Tack, and be like, I'm going to play different beats, and you're going to freestyle over them. And we're going to shoot it 3 different ways, and then we're going to put it out the way that Tim Westwood does, the way that Sway in the Morning does. It is not difficult to create those things.
Yeah.
You are missing things that you've not even tried to create yet. Imagine this, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Imagine this. Let's say there's something in the hip-hop world that maps to me being able to take advantage of a business situation.
Okay.
And all I've got to do is get a bunch of freestyles. Let's say I'm involved in a business deal where me putting out a cipher in my house would help me close the deal, right? So there's my incentive. I text Tack. Menon probably doesn't know me from a box of Kleenex, but I'll send him that video that I just showed you.
Yeah.
Be like, hey Menon, really into what you're doing. Was wondering if you come by the crib. This is what I'm thinking about doing. So Tack, Menon, P Storm, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right, so get an OG like that. Text them, be like, hey guys. And then I call up like Pinza or 1-800 Pizza. Hey, I got 3 of the illest rappers in Dubai come in. Can I get 6 pizzas? Sure, no problem. Somebody makes a run to the liquor store.
Okay.
Bunch of drinks, bunch of juice.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here you go. Do what you need to do. You want juice? Get juice. You want a drink? Have a drink. You want pizza? Here's pizza. Talk, laugh. The cameras are on. Whenever you want, you just tell me. I'll press the play button and let's go. I put the video out. Then I go on Instagram and I spend 500 dirhams targeting all of their fans. and it's brought to you by Raj Kotecha, I get 34,000 impressions. Once I've got those 34,000 impressions, I get 6,000 followers. Once I've got those 6,000 followers, 6 weeks later, I put the tracks out on Spotify. People start playing it on Spotify. Maybe I make very little money from the plays, but now all of a sudden Adidas, when they launch that shoe, want the artist from that tape. Total cost to you, less than the cost of doing this video that we're doing right now.
Could be.
The real question is the next thing that comes out of your mouth, I understand and I'm going to do it by next Sunday, or is it but?
Woo! That's true. You're right. You're right. And I feel no, we should do it. Look,
you should do it because you get all the upside. I don't need the upside. I don't want any of the upside because I'm in a different world. But like I was saying, if someone came to me right now and be like, listen, Raj, we got a check for you.
Yeah.
We got a check for you, but we need you to flex a little bit on the hip hop stuff. I'd be like, cool, let's go do it.
Okay.
You benefit. You get all the upside from it.
Yeah.
All of it.
It's true. I'm working on a couple of projects right now. I'm interested in ciphers, but that album kind of idea never really, that song kind of never really. What I like about J Period.
Yeah, of course.
So J Period, amazing guy. I was talking, about him with somebody, and he said that all the mixtapes that come out somehow J Period does, it's like the songs that you never heard from people. It's not the regular mixtapes where you heard it. So it's songs done for him. I want to reach that level where people can do songs to release on my mixtape, They can do that by tonight. There'll be dudes that, like, Tak always has records in the clip ready to go. True.
So did that one just switch off?
No, they do that every
Tak must have a record right now that he's not put out.
Yes.
Just like what we call a Lucy.
Yes.
Where he'll just chuck it to you and be like, there you go, put that on your tape. 500 dirhams worth of Instagram ads later, people are now listening to it on Spotify. Just by the fact that it's on Spotify, even if it just hits 1,000 plays, you're now having a very different conversation with Puma, Adidas, Nike, Diadora, Asics, Reebok, Jordan brand. You're having a very different conversation.
It's weird because the way you simplify it for me, I really need to talk to you off the air. We need to sit a day because I have a lot of things and they're so complicated in my mind. But it's somehow simplified with you.
But here's how you respect
it's
both
kind
of our
of crazy.
times. You just do the thing that I just said.
Yes.
Execute against it and be like, right now I want some more.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that for sure.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Because if you don't, somebody like me will come in from outside who wants the same upside that you could get easily, and will just come and get it.
Do it.
I'm always sat in my apartment thinking, it'd be dope just to get some artists around right now. Kick it, talk. I'll give them some free game. In return, they can spit some freestyles. I've got 3 pairs of turntables in my house. All just there, looking pretty, doing nothing but just making my flat look nice. So I just need to plug a USB inside one of them.
We'll shoot it there.
Pull up some beats. Yeah, we can do it. Honestly, we can do it.
Okay.
And then you put the content out. Everyone has a good time. Everyone benefits from it.
Yeah.
We also replicate what the grime era did. We also, you've seen those things where like Mos Def and Kanye spit a freestyle.
Yes.
And Kanye's in the pink polo.
Yeah.
And Mos Def is still short haired up.
Yeah.
You need to create those moments.
Yeah.
For them to play out 7 years later into a Kanye that we have now and a Mos Def that we have now.
Yeah, true. I think these moments are created now, but on the story kind of thing. It's not really they won't live.
It's not the same. It's comparing It's comparing apples to peanuts. If you compare apples to apples and you make the same thing that was done and then observe and see what's done and how it's different in this market, then you build on it. That's how you win.
Yeah, true.
You've got to. Has you got to do it.
It's crazy. That's the first episode where I'm really talking more than asking.
Yeah.
I think Azarel will confirm that.
But you've got to do it because all the upside is for you.
Yeah, true.
The whole upside is for you.
Yeah, 100%. I think what I'm personally missing is look. I've done a lot. I know I've done a lot, but I think I can do way more in terms of what you just said. Like, just making it happen. But I feel. Because I'm not a producer or a DJ or I'm just a voice, right? I think because I'm not all that, it.
How many producers right now, AZ in the back, how many producers right now would give
Producers from where?
Producers from this region
Okay.
that make hip hop beats would give Big Hass one of their top 3 beats just on GP, just on the strength.
Oh.
There you go.
No, I would
so now
say,
now you've got 6 beats. Done.
Yeah.
Bro, there are producers in this city that if I put the word out,
Yeah.
would give me beats.
Yeah.
Just based on the fact that I'm Raj Kotecha.
Yes.
And I'm not even in the game like that.
Yeah, I
But
hear
they
you.
would look at my videos, they'd be like, yeah, that dude, he's from the culture and
Yeah.
he's doing something different. Yeah, let me throw him a beat and just see what happens.
Mm.
Then I take that beat to Tack and I go, Tack,
Murder.
we fuck with each other. Go in.
Yeah. I hear you.
Now I've got a record.
Yeah. That's. I mean, this is. I mean.
And
look,
I'll say to Tack, and I'll say to Tack and the producer, I'm not going to pay either of you
Yeah.
because I that's not my business model.
Yeah.
But I will put 1,500 dirhams worth of Instagram ads behind this.
Yeah.
Behind people that love you, or and their followers. So I'll give you a 1,500 or a 2,500 dirham ad buy, plus 5,000 dirhams worth of management of that spend. So you get 7,500 dirhams of promo, 0 cost. They're going to get more out of that than even $7,500 worth of sneakers. Everybody wins. Then I go to New York and I play it to Sway because I'm with, as you've seen on my Instagram, I'm with Sway.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Like there's such an
Well,
upside.
that's-
I'm just not in this game. I think the biggest shift in this game would be if someone like me decided to get involved with a
Yeah.
completely fresh set of eyes.
Yes. Yes. I hear you.
And if you want the upside, you just gotta trust me. You gotta just trust me and do it. Like fuck the cameras. Like I'm telling you how to do it.
Look, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than fuck yeah, I'll do it. It should be done. But I always thought about things not the safest way, but it just takes too much time and artists.
Safe isn't hip hop.
Yeah, 100%.
Safe isn't hip hop. Safe is P Diddy's good, but Wu-Tang is for the children. That's the opposite of safe. That's how you make progress.
Yeah,
Safe is not Kanye being like, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best video this year. Progress happens on the edges. The circle can't get any bigger unless you're stood at the edge of it.
yeah. I think, man. See, yeah, you're right, man. I love you, bro. Seriously.
You too, bro.
I really thank you. I think we can even dive into another couple of hours with this guy. But just to note on that, just to comment on that, I think I need to learn as well how to think like you. If I'm thinking like you, then all the things that you've mentioned.
No, here's the thing you don't. Thinking like me will fuck your head up really
No.
bad. It will. Don't think like me and have
Yeah.
all the thoughts that I have. Take the thought I just gave you and do.
And just do it.
You are probably going to succeed more as a doer for a thinker. And then after a while, you'll say to me, don't worry, Raj, I got this. I'll throw you the ball. Your job is to knock it out the park. Then it'll work. Then I'll throw you another one. You'll knock that out the park. After a while, you'll be like, you know what? I don't need you to throw me the ball anymore. I'll just throw my own ball up and knock it out the park. That's the whole point. You want to be free of the thinker. Because once you're the thinker and the doer, then you are what I described to you before, which is the hustler.
Lethal.
You were talking about that before, right? You were like, what's the difference between a hustler and a
Hustle and a vision.
visionary?
I think that's it.
You just gotta go out there and now make it happen.
Raj, what are your social media handles? Going to be put right here.
At Raj Kotecha, RajKotcha on Instagram. If you type that anywhere on Google, you could end up at the .com, you could end up at the Facebook, you could end up at any of my social platforms, YouTube, like / Raj Kotecha as well.
So hopefully this is going to be out in the next, I don't know, let's say a week or so.
I think this needs to be AZ. I think this needs to be a 2-parter.
I
think I need to be episode 34 and 35.
I wouldn't mind.
I think
but,
we need to break the format.
See, which one do you
That
want
happens.
To release next, though?
That happens.
No, okay, as in no. Whoever
no.
whoever you're meant to put out, put them out.
Yeah.
And then put this out as a 2-parter because it's got.
This is a good 45 minutes.
They're discussing
Yeah.
things right now.
Yeah,
We're still live, but it's all good.
No, but break the format.
Yeah.
And you know what you need? You you just need to make more of this content, because even if you don't end up being the thinker or the doer, you might inspire the one that does.
Bless, bro. I mean, I think this is what's, really, really important. And what everything that you said right now is very realistic, and I really salute you. I thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me on your platform.
What can we expect in the next, let's say, 3-4 months? I know you're preparing something for Dubai, but what can we?
Murderation.
Okay.
Like My Friends, Your Friends Part 9.
Okay. When is that?
September, October.
I'm coming to this one this time.
You're going to be a co-host of this one.
Yo.
Then we're going to have My Friends, Your Friends Part 10, which is the end of the year one.
Oh.
We have a brand new concept which is coming out in September, which has not been announced yet.
Okay.
And then what else? Man, the agency's growing.
Okay.
We're representing some new clients. We're heavy in B2B.
Out here.
Yeah, we represent the best clients when it comes to B2B, but we might even start now letting some of that limelight shine on like consumer brands. As I mentioned to you, there's some
Hey, Salam alaikum, man. I'm just dropping the brother. Thank you.
yeah, that's it really. Just amazing shit. My OPP season 2 is coming out with me and Fatman Scoop. We've got some amazing episodes on there.
And that is already a podcast that you've recorded?
Season 1's out, season 2 is about to come out.
It's recorded?
Yeah, it's
How many
recorded.
episodes were that?
So we've done 5 out of 6. We've got 1 more to do. And then once we lay that down, because it's summer and he's on tour, so we're going to lay that one down virtually. The first 5 we did, I believe, here in Dubai. And then, yeah, man. And then it's just going to be... I'm not going to be out and about as much, to be honest. I'm going to be head down working because the market's
If somebody's watching this one, or maybe we can get this video to someone, who's somebody you'd like to get on your podcast?
On my podcast, on the Raj Kotecha, that's a great question. What, from the Dubai hip hop scene?
No, from the world.
Oh, from the world. I think I would be quite interested in a conversation with probably. There's too many people. Like, I'd like to have a conversation with Charlemagne.
Wow.
I think that he's people that get big and then diversify even more are the people that I like. It's like that mushroom shape.
Yeah.
They get to the top and then they start releasing the books. So like Charlemagne would be interesting. Andrew Schultz, a guy I'm already talking to, would be interesting. But of course, like my all-time North Star would be Hove.
Woo.
Yeah, Jay-Z would be the one where I'd be like, it is a podcast and we happen to be recording it, but I'd be there with a massive empty notepad and I would do my darndest to fill it.
Wow. Yeah. Did you see the David Letterman one?
Yeah, it was good, solid.
You like that?
Yeah, it was alright, it was good. It was good. I like him more on other formats. I like the New York Times one.
Yeah.
I thought that was solid, yeah. And I still like that classic old Breakfast Club one that they keep playing back, yeah.
Well, peace and blessings, man. Any last words you'd like to say to buckle up?
No, listen, just keep growing the culture here by doing that. You know, the concepts and all the hypotheticals are easy to figure out, but Dubai will win based on execution. Look around you, the buildings that are being built on execution, not based on 3D renders, and hip hop will grow the same way. I appreciate you, bro. Much love. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you for inviting me on your platform. It's a real privilege.
Oh man, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.